Alright, we're looking for San Francisco, that's where we're going. There we go. C7. Alright, C7, that's where we have this rotate, C7. But we're looking for Qatar. It should be like this. So this should rotate to Qatar Air. Alright, there we go. Yep, QR 737, San Francisco, 750 departure, gate C7. Alright, we'll see you on the plane.
How's it?
Sit with me.
Hey, Moose. Welcome to Marcus Max Hawaii, the channel. Okay. Aloha. It's Thursday, March 13th, and...
You don't understand.
I don't understand. Tax day is about a month. And there's more little vlogging news. I got more doctor appointments here and there. So many doctor appointments, it was like... We went to the eye doctor yesterday, which was a hoot. But we also went Monday because it was false alarm with... Right, it was like, oh no, your appointment's not Monday, it's Wednesday. Let's turn this on. Yeah, it got all kind of like in that zone. Anyways, yeah. And let's get this going on. Okay. Vlogging news. Yeah, there's a bunch of you know what I think it is? You know, it's spring forward, daylight savings time, because the days are getting longer, so the sun rises a little bit earlier. I know, because I'm in a rush. My alarm doesn't work. For some reason, I can't get my alarm. I put both alarms, and none of them sound off. And I'm like, what?
I hear you.
This is, you know that Alice in Wonderland, the March hare? I'm late for a very important date. I'm late. The March,
Go slowly.
as in the month of March. And the hare, the rabbit, has to get there really fast. So...
Energy.
When the sun rises earlier, it gives everybody the feeling that they're already late because it's already light out. It's like, oh gosh, I must be late. I thought of that just this morning. Everybody else knows it, but I finally figured it out. Alright, so it's vlogging news. The news, oh gosh, you know, it's so hard to sometimes think about this stuff. I mean, because it's like so much over and over again. I mean, the Trump Elon combo and their approval ratings are tanking, but it's as if Trump took doom. Thank you. Took the Trump Agenda 2025 and just did it by doing it all super fast, because then everyone else can't catch up in pushing back against it, because a lot of it is and the laws, it's against laws that are already in place and against constitutional things. It's not constitutional, that's against the law. You can't just fire people and willy-nilly cut. He leaves Elon to take the hatchet man blame. So
This happens.
then there's like a bunch of tariffs, and then people talk about recession because it's a possibility. There's inflation, tariffs, inflation. The tariffs go in and out. Are they on or are they off? Gives us recession talk. Stock market tanks and goes down. So they put the tariffs back, and then the stock markets are going down, and someone like Elon gave like a sum total of, I mean, about $400 million, or was it 400 billion? I don't even know anymore. $400 million to Trump So Elon gives Trump like, $100 million, another $100 million. Is it hundreds of millions of dollars?
Move over.
About $400 million. Elon bought his way into the workings of the government so he can get rid of agencies that are in his business's way. He's setting up his people in the failed, now gutted federal aviation. It's like they cut
Lady
people
of the
from
Night.
federal aviation and planes start crashing. And Elon's like, use some of my SpaceX people. They cut out these agencies that are in the way of him turning X into a payment platform, or SpaceX going up. And speaking of SpaceX, they're going to finally launch some SpaceX rocket because they're, taking over NASA's duty. Instead of paying NASA, they're paying Elon's SpaceX. So he's got like billions and billions of dollars of government contract stuff. But they're going to send a space rocket up to save the astronauts that have been up there for, let's see now, they went up for 8 days, and they've been up there for a whole year. The astronauts are like, yeah, sure, man. The lady with the hair, and look, they're astronauts. But they've been up there a year. I'm sure they got better things to do and want to get used to walking on Earth, do Earth things once in a while. But they're going to send a rocket up there, everything's perfect, but then they cancel it. It's like basic. They don't want things to blow up. Their little retractor wasn't working, so... Oh my gosh. And of course they're going after people, man. They went after that protester who was going to university protesting Palestinian thing. So they got a student protester. They sent ICE agents after the student protester, and they're going to deport him. That one, deport him. So they're going to deport the guy, like, just out of the blue. He's got a wife and kid, so it's like, whatever. No trial, no review, just, you deported, you're fired. They say he's doing the you're fired stuff on just everything. So using ICE as being weaponized, that's what's being that's weaponization. That's an example of that.
How did you get here?
And they're going to be the giant tariffs over aluminum and steel. So the price of cars are going to go as soon as something happens, the price just instantly goes up because they mark it up on the shelf.
Behind you.
I get this little tobacco stuff, right? And like 2 of them cost like $20. I was like, holy crap. And then 2 of them cost $25 in one day. I was like, what? So it's a markup of, I checked it out, it's like 20% instant, 25% instant markup. Boom. Boom. One day. So that's what happens to cars. So everyone's like, screw you, Musk, and the sales of Teslas go down, the stocks go down, all these billionaires are losing billions and billions of dollars instead of making money. And then Trump goes on television selling Tesla cars on the White House lawn. I'm gonna buy a car because I think they're great cars. It's like a freaking car commercial on the White House.
I'm not sure.
No president has ever did a commercial on the White House. I mean, that's public property, public stuff, and public business, the government. And they're using it for private commercial promotion of Teslas. So he's over.
I'm about to buy this one. You see, I don't like this one. I like this one. Hey, look, what do you think, Elon? Oh, it looks all like computers inside here.
And the price of the Tesla cars went up because there's a lot of people that just follow Trump like zombies. I wonder what that is. I mean, is that like what it is? They only talk about the zombie apocalypse or the zombie virus goes on, everybody turns into a zombie. Maybe they're prophesizing this. It's like the MAGA virus when now these people are turning into MAGA. Like, I went to the doctor's office, right? It was eye doctor, so it was just for my mom. So I was in there, and I knew the guy, the doctor. He was in Toastmasters too, but he's not right now. But he's heavy MAGA. He's heavy Trumpy. There's like people that are, yeah, I like Trump, but then there's like Trumpy, just pro-Trumpy, and he's like pro-Trumpy. It's like, do you remember what happened to that other? She was an anti-Trumper. Wonder what she thinks out now. So he talks about some of this stuff. He's, can I talk about some of this stuff? So during COVID, he was anti-vaxxer and all this. So he's always just talking about it, pro-Trump stuff. I'm just like, no. And as he leaves, he pats me on the back. Yep, ivermectin, my boy. Ivermectin. Yes, I just don't say a thing. Like, oh, you sold me. I'm just gonna. What do you think about that? Everyone went MAGA. Anyways, Hawaii has news too, I think, because whenever there's big news, Hawaii wants to imitate the same. Hawaii news. See, there's economic uncertainty here too. Yeah, it follows. I know, you do? Okay. Hawaii's tax revenue outlook darkens amidst federal policy changes. Because Hawaii's always trying to get the federal bucks. So it's like, but we still got actually quite a lot of money for the state. So the governor's trying to be careful, trying not to worry. The hazard pay, oh gosh. Oh, you want extra money for hazard pay for COVID.
Look for me.
What else said to deal with it? They're still doing that. Okay, now, sports. Volleyball. So, men's volleyball for UH is actually doing pretty well. So, here's Rado. It's Rado, fellow Bulgarian, Tritskinski, landed UH behind the villagers. This is Tritsky, as he fellow, I guess that's Rado and that's Tritsky. Something like that. I don't know. They're from like Belgium or Bulgaria or something. I don't know. It's rainbow football. It's rainbow basketball. That's for next. And basketball. So maybe back in the day, that's what you need. Just calm down. Remember back in the day when you want to calm down, you just go to the giant Royal Mausoleum Funeral Gurney's Hawaii Bishop Tomb, 1950. Sounds with some flowers down. This is Kamehameha School's 63rd Annual Founders Day, observed at Moana Ala, the Royal Mausoleum State Monument. Please reach the graves of Prince Bernice Baha'i Bishop. There's Aloha Kamehameha School. It's not only police product, it's not just Bernice Bishop, it's King Kamehameha the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, etc., 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 etc.
In the past.
In the past, kings and queens. Okay. Oh, political cartoon. Under Trump, eggs have declined. 401k nest eggs. The nest eggs have declined. That's right, though. Yeah, the price of eggs. The price of eggs is rigged, though. It's a price scalping thing, I think. So, even though the price went down, it's just like, price of oil. If you're in with the big oil companies. Oh, look, the price. I'm elected, and then the price goes down. There they are, President Elon looking at the vehicles. I think we'll do this one. Can't trust coal corporations. Can't trust corporations to put public goods first. The Trump administration is downplaying escalating fears of recession and declining stock prices. In an interview, CNBC Squawk Box, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said,
"You're listening.
The market and the economy have just become hooked. We've become addicted to this government spending, and there's going to be a detox period." This statement echoes the Trump administration's supposed intent to privatize our tax dollars. The problem is federal spending has a different set of criteria for success than private business. Federal spending decisions are backed by a set of values around public welfare implemented on a national scale. Well, I suppose Bassett is right. The public is addicted to government spending. So is business, for good reason. In ordinary times, it's a win-win partnership. The Trump administration touts an alternative framework. Profits for an elite group of multimillionaires over the common good. And yes, that transition will be toxic. Pamela Elders, Lao Pa Hoi Hoi, Lao Pa Hoi Hoi, Big Island. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you for putting out that big long thing there. It's got me going. I'm going downplaying this block box federal spending. Well, basically, yeah. I think what you're saying, you're kind of being sarcastic, so you kind of slid off the cracker there for me. But yeah, it's. I think the Trump administration was like, there's gonna be a little bit of bumpy blue, and then we're gonna be golden age again, and everyone's gonna be wealthy again. And no, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be rocky rock, because they're pushing the spending bill in the Congress, which gives trillions and trillions and trillions of tax breaks to the 1%, which means all this other stuff gotta pay for that. So cuts, and then you don't have a Social Security office, you don't have an IRS office, you don't have federal aviation offices, you don't have these people, and all these people are now unemployed. The veterans that were employed are now going to the VA, which doesn't exist anymore, kind of thing, and all that. And tariff, because Trump has this, I don't know if he doesn't know or he thinks he's fooling people. He thinks it's going to make America a lot of money from other countries. The people paying the tariffs are the importers, the U.S. companies. So the money has to come from the U.S. companies to the government. So I guess he's making money from the U.S. companies who are only going to pass that off to the consumer. So what? The prices go again. And it's like recession and inflation. So yeah, they're making it worse for everybody else, common good, in order to give Elon his billions and billions he's bought his way in, to give the billionaires their money. So that's what's happening, sorry to say. But I think we'll have to just get your teeth. But I ain't believing the spin on the spin doctor stuff. So anyways, it's, what is it? Thursday. Have a nice Thursday. Aloha. Have a good Thursday, everybody. Aloha.